Hey, it's Matt. Welcome back to another tool haul video. Today I got a thrift store one here for you. Got about 16 bucks into this one, so let's get started, see if I got hosed or not. We'll start with this screwdriver over here. We got the obligatory quick wedge, 1836. And then we got ourselves a Master Mechanic, 5/16 C10. Hollow shaft, little nut driver. Thought that was pretty cool. Got ourselves a stubby. And there's a companion. I believe that's a Sears economy line, I think. Tip is really nice. The handle is not so nice, but I'll clean it up and add it to my unhealthy collection of stubby screwdrivers. Got ourselves a 1/4-inch Craftsman socket rail. A little bent up, a little rusty, but it's not too bad. I should be able to clean that up and make it look nice. We got some sockets down here. We got some Craftsman and some non-Craftsman. So let's start with these Craftsman. We got 1/4-inch drive, 3/8 6-point, and single line V, I believe. Yeah, single line V, older socket, and it's a nice little socket aside from the cracks in there. Yep, that thing is cracked. So that is junk. Anywho, two EEs. I got a metric 14 and 11 millimeter. This line right here, these two and these are all V's. This is a double line V, 13/16, and that is a 6-point. So that is kind of a, less common socket there. 2 3/4, 11/16, 5/8, a 9/16, a 1/2 inch, and a 3/8. And then we got I think that's a G. Is that a G? Yeah, we got a G, 6-point in the, what was that, 1/2 inch? Yep. And then we got ourselves an EE. I think that's 5/8 or something. Yeah, 5/8 EE 12-point. And then for the non-Craftsman sockets, got this one, which I think is kind of cool. It's a True Test, and I believe those were made by the Proto or in the Challenger, the Challenger fleet kind of factory, I believe. Just very, very similar to those sockets. And this is about a 1/4 inch deeper than your standard deep 1/2 inch drive socket. So figured I'd pick that up. Got a Thorson 6-point 1/2 inch drive 3/4. I don't have any Thorson 1/2 inch drive 6 points. I got a bunch of 12 points, but no 6 points. So that one might be a little more uncommon. And this socket I like. Got a chromium vanadium 9/16, and that's a double square. But there's no name on it. But if you've been around sockets long enough, you'll know that this is a Duro. And this is a pretty early Duro. I would say this is probably the 30s. Whenever it was probably the first gen when they started making the 1/2 inch drive. They might have made them in the other style, before they were plated and everything when they were making the hex drive sockets. But that's a fairly early Duro socket there. So I figured I'd snag it up because I don't have an example of that in my collection. And I also found this one there in Indestro later year, but it's like brand new, 11/16. And it might have been used once or twice, but it's in pretty good shape. So I figured I'd snag that up. These other two sockets, I don't know what I was smoking. I don't know why I grabbed them, but Husky one, it's not too bad. Little dingy in there. It's been used, but nothing special. And then this one, oh, get away from. All right. And the typical Challenger socket, 1/4 inch, 7/16. 6-point that is peeling its chrome off of it. So I should have just left that one there, but I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. All right, let's take a look at this case over here. This is a Husky set of metric sockets. So there's some stuff in here that doesn't belong in here, so let's get that stuff out of there right away. Got a Craftsman G extension, so, a decent USA extension. So we'll hang on to that. This extension here, that should be a breaker bar in there, but this 1/2 inch drive Challenger extension, again, Challenger, missing a bunch of finish, and somebody put a pipe wrench on it like my other Challenger 1/2 inch extensions. It seems to be a theme with these, just peeling chrome and people putting pipe wrenches on their Challenger stuff. I don't know why. I've never had an instance where I've had to do that, but somebody else might have. I don't know. What else doesn't belong in here? That socket doesn't belong in here. There should be a spark plug socket in there. And it is, it should be a 5/8 socket, 6-point, but it's a right So not a, too bad of a socket. It's a decent brand, but we'll get that out of there because it doesn't belong in there. So let's do some hole filling here. Let's start with the case, I guess. We need a shorty extension, we need a breaker bar, and we need a spark plug socket. So I looked through all my stuff, and what do you know? I have a CB20 Husky extension, and that goes in there because this CB21 is the longer one. I guess we didn't look at any of it. Let's look at this stuff. It's a 9mm. I'm missing the 10mm, and it goes all the way up to 19mm. So let's look at the, the font on there. It's like that 9/16, but without the line. So probably from a similar era to that. Maybe the metrics had a line on them and the standards didn't. But I think we skipped the 18 and the 16. So 9mm up to 19, and then I just need that 10mm. I do not have a 10mm socket. And I do not have a breaker bar, but I do have a spark plug socket. I actually have 2 of these, so I'm going to grab one of these and throw that in there where it belongs. So now I have the decision to make. Am I going to sell this thing the way it is, missing the 10 and missing the breaker bar? I don't know. Somebody might have that breaker bar in that 10mm and not the rest of this stuff. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll get it cleaned up, and I'll have to make a decision if I'm going to sell that or not. So let's get to some other hole filling. All right, 3/8, 6-point, and that's a right side up G. So I got a bag of right side up G's here, and I'm missing the 3/8 in there. So I'm going to add that to that set right there. We got the metric EEs. We got a 14mm and an 11 there. Well, here's my rail. I got a 9, I got an 11, I got a 13 and a 15, and then I got another 11 down here on my overflow side. So we'll stick that 11, back over there with the other 11, and we'll fill that 14mm hole in there. So we're getting somewhere, right? We need the 10, the 12, and then I think they skipped the 16. We need the 17, the 18, and the 19, and then so we're moving along a little bit on that E series stuff there. And what do we got here? We got standard SAE EEs, and we only have that one 5/8, but as you can see, I don't have a 5/8 on here. We got a 3/4 and a couple 1/2 inchers, a 3/8 and a 7/16. So let's well, that 5/8 could probably go there. We'll stick that 5/8. Get on there. All right, so we're filling in a hole on that. Getting nothing too special, but whatever. All right, here's my rail with all of my overflow 6-point sockets, and we have a lot on the bottom end here, but not a lot on the top end. And then this is just a hodgepodge of V's and double line V's and G's. There's all just everything, every 6-point on here. So I don't have a 13/16, so I'm gonna just throw that on there, and then I got that other G 1/2 inch. I'm gonna have to get another clip and throw it on that rail, but that one will go on that rail and just get added to that collection of stuff. And let's see here. Let's take a look at these. That's a double. That's on there. So we got that V, and I have my rail of V's here. And I think I just sold a set of these. I can't remember if it was a 1/2 inch drive or a 3/8 set, but I just sold a full set of these. I think there were some VVs in there. I think that was a 1/2 inch set, but either way, we got ourselves, oh, come on, focus there, 13/16. We're missing the 3/4, which now we're not. We're missing the 9/16, which, we got an 11/16, right? There's an 11/16 in there, yeah. That might be an upgrade. I might upgrade that 11/16. Let's do that right now. Let's get that one out of there. We'll upgrade that 11/16. All right, and we got a 9/16, which looks pretty, oh, that's 5/8. Oh, that's the 9/16. So we got a 9/16. We'll get that on that rail. And well, we're full. We got a full set. So, I don't know, is this 3/8 a little nicer than that one? It might be. I think so. I'm going to take that 3/8 off of there too. Put this 3/8 on there. So, we got ourselves a full set from 13/16 down to 3/8. So that's pretty cool. So I'm liking that. That one's a little rusty. Is that rust or is that a sticker? Let's take a look at that 5/8 there. 5/8. Come on, focus. What is with this camera? I don't know what that is. I don't think that's rust. I think that's just some goo. But either way, I got a nicer 5/8. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll do some figuring out. But pretty sure I got a full set there, and I got some more down here. So we got some extras. So we're doing all right with that. And then I looked at all of these. I don't have any holes to fill in with any of those. Let's get to the screwdrivers here. I have a bunch of these. I think I have every size now. Maybe. I don't know. Somebody let me know. Are there different more sizes than these? I got 4 different sizes. I got the pocket version. I got 2 medium-sized ones, and I got this large one. So I don't know if there's any other ones, if there's a smaller one or a bigger one, but I got 4 of them, so that's pretty cool. And then I thought I had some more Master Mechanic nut drivers, but I guess I don't. I only had 1. So, and that one's a professional. So it does have the C14, kind of same part number line on there. So I don't know what they changed. This one is a, machined out of one piece, and it looks like this one is just glued onto there or something, or maybe spot welded, or somehow it's affixed to that shaft differently than how that one is. So I don't know. We'll still stick that with that one. And I think that's it. That's all I got here. So I don't know. What do you think? Did I do all right? 16 bucks. I don't think it's that bad. I completed a set of these. I might clean up some of these, make them look a little nicer, and sell those maybe. I don't know. What do you think? 16 bucks? I don't know. I don't think I did too bad. I'll probably clean that up and sell that. I don't think I'm going to wait for a Husky breaker bar and a 10mm. I'm never going to find that 10mm. You know I'm not. So, I don't know. Like, subscribe. Have a good one.